The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hoosiers offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Hoosiers are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Got it in the middle. It's Bond. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got his man downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Hoosiers are in the red zone. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. All right, guys, let's talk a little Indiana. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will take the field for the first time. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the ground game. Sweet cut there. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Grab near the marker. It's Small. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need ability. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Pulls it in. It's Bond. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it out fast. And he was was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bond. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Here's the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the...
Breaks into the open. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Flipping through the defense. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete.
Good job reading the defense. Back on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Hoosiers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? Snap in the shotgun. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. The sudden change situation, they've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Hoosiers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, the running back has it. He's past the 30. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense.
There he goes. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Looking for the score. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. Finds his man. It's Reynolds. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. From the gun to give. Looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Gonzalez. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. From the shotgun, they'll run it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels. And
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away.
Number 16, on to kick it away.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Unloads it left. Hauls it in. there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Makes a man miss. Touchdown, Penn State! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Barker. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Got it behind the line. It's Barker. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out. Turning it on! He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on first and 10 from the 27. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The offense set for a first down play. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Terrapins will put total leather and will get started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So Penn State's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Caught over the middle. It's small. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Handoff from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. High quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So the Maryland Terrapins offense will go to work for the first time. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Catch in the middle. It's small. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down. But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that now.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pressure coming. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. 1st and goal for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose. Take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll return it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. On the ground, it's McLaurin. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Grabbed in the backfield, it's McLaurin. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about the way they attacked the last time they breaks into the open? Nice pickup on the ground here. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Got him in the open. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal, you don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. It's a running room. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying to set up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. When you look at the design of a draw play, you don't often see it going to the outside, but I'm not sure he had much of a choice there.
Nah, the running back couldn't find a hole. The defense wasn't forward. Listen, when you do see a draw as a defensive lineman, you don't bite. You don't run up the field. You don't rush the passer like they want you to. You sit there and play run for a second. Great job by that defensive line not running themselves out of a play.
Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Looking to pass, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Pocket breaking down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Quickly complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Terrapins!
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. Oh, better look out. Crosses the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find...
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets...
There he goes! Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's McLaurin. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Terrapins will snap it on first and 10. It's a reverse.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the ref. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to pass, It's Washington. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Touch pass on the run. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Offense gets set for second down. It's a draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Terrapins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got his man to the left. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Washington. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Terrapins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They want to throw it. He's got the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The throw. Zings it complete to the right. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And the Terrapins are threatening in the red zone. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Right back to the well. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll run play action. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Washington. He's got his man.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
They'll try to pop the draw. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel victory.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Snagged in the middle. It's Reynolds. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get...
There he goes! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Off-play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on...
Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Newton. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down for back at their own 24-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the RPO, complete.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the first down. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. Still running at the 40. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. To the line with a 1st and 10.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. You got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Valdez. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, third down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This would be huge right before the half.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Gonzalez. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. He leaves it with his back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Newton. Got his man quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Illinois right back to the line. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Finds us back in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Illinois. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It starts. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll operate out of split backs. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Newton. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. They're going to run it. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Turning it on. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, fighting a run. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Denmark. At the 45 on his way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Who got it? They will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Valdez. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Newton. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down by multiple drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with an L.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying play action. Bring in the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond this. How about this senior? The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is...
Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Dropping back, it's Newton. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Illinois lining up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead. Should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wants to fire on second down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Newton. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
There he goes. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls.
Touchdown, Illini! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run.
time states as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Penn State's offense will get the football first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No game.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. Takes it the other way. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're just marching in and already threatening in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. And off from the shotgun. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moore will throw. Touchdown, Oregon! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Catch in the middle, it's Gonzalez. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Nittany Lions move the chains with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Denmark. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls.
Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They'll send the back in motion. Moore to the air. Gets it out fast. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 20.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it set up on the outside. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Moore will throw. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Trapped behind the line, it's Hill. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Ducks will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Offense in a bunch formation. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. Here's a hit. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Got it in the middle. It's Green. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
He'll field it close to the 50. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Fights off a defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Finding open areas. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Coming out with it, it's Baby. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore will throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Couldn't pick it up on 2nd down. Now they need a couple on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Working that left side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Got the first down and more. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch.
The defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Denmark. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And now they take the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, it's complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. This Nittany Lion defense has just been suffocating. The front seven has been dominant. Guys like Jack Ham would be proud.
Yeah, just big, physical, just owning the guys up front. Nowhere to run.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Moore to the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Offense walks through the line for play number 7 of the drive. The gift to the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's got it again. Plows through the defense. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Off play action. He got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Trying to punch it in. Touchdown Ducks! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down into 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle, it starts. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone.